Alright, so YouTubers vent, day number 2. I'm talking about a chapter in this book, The Way of the Superior Man. Alright, so chapter 26, it says, you will often want more than one woman. Alright, now what we're talking about in here really doesn't have much to do with that. But that's just what the chapter is, just so y'all know if y'all want to go buy the book and you have a little reference for it. But when I was reading this chapter, one thing stood out to me, bro, and it was very, aha moment, light bulb, switch type thing. So I was reading it and it says, it's your call. Just remember that self-discipline is not self-suppression. Because a lot of people, when they think about, oh, you gotta be disciplined, it's always about, I gotta suppress my desires for whatever it is that I'm doing, whether they're trying to stay disciplined and building up a side hustle, trying to stay disciplined and getting their schoolwork done, or whatever someone's disciplinary actions may be. Or a lot of the time, people think that it has to be, you have to be in a state of self-suppression. But the book describes suppression as when you resist and fight against your desires, keeping them as buried and unexpressed as possible. But self-discipline is when your highest desires rule your lesser desires, not through resistance, but through loving action, grounded in understanding and compassion. You feel that? You understand what that's saying, bro? When instead of looking at discipline as a suppression of your desires, look at discipline as the fulfillment of a higher desire over your lesser desires. So if you want to start doing YouTube, that is a higher desire over you going out and partying every weekend. You going out and partying every weekend is one of your desires, but there's a tier list to it. So with your self-discipline, you're staying committed to your higher desires over your lesser desires. You're not suppressing your desires. And that mindset change can help you do what you need to do because you're not fighting against yourself. You are being yourself. You feel me? So I'm gonna read it again one more time just so you can understand what it really says. It's your call. Just remember that self-discipline is not self-suppression. Suppression is when you resist and fight against your desires, keeping them as buried and unexpressed as possible. Self-discipline is when your highest desires rule your lesser desires, not through resistance, but through loving action, grounded in understanding and compassion. So basically all in all to say, bro, when you're fighting to build a life that's better for you, when you're fighting to stay committed to your journey, when you're fighting to stop your addiction, don't do it through a resistance for that desire. Do it through an unconditional compassion and loving action, through your higher desire to want to not be addicted, to want to achieve that goal, to want to embark on this journey and stay committed to it. Do it through that love for that higher desire over that lesser desire, not through resistance. Because resistance brings energy towards whatever that lesser desire is. But if you have love for your higher desire and you're acting in that love for that higher desire over that lesser desire, then that brings more energy to that higher desire. It allows it to be a smoother process and it brings more positivity into your relationship with yourself and your goals and your dreams. I really hope that makes sense because it makes sense to me, bro. Whatever your purpose is, bro, your purpose is your higher desire over your lesser desire. You still have desires to go sleep around. You still have desires to eat junk food. You still have desires to stay up all day, all night playing the game. You still have desires to just do whatever you want. You might have a desire to go, leave everything behind and go live in a random place. That might be your desire. You might have those desires, but your desires to continue eating healthy, your desires to be faithful to your woman, your purpose in its fullness, your love for your purpose, your desire to stay where you are and build up your kingdom. All those desires are higher than those other desires. So you put more effort. So you're going to put more effort into those desires. The best way to stay disciplined to those desires, to your higher desires, is through loving action, grounded in understanding and compassion. You feel me? So that's my little vent for today, bro. I hope that helped somebody. I hope that helped you when dealing with being who you are and staying true to yourself. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm saying we're going to be back tomorrow. So y'all keep watching. Make sure you keep watching the series on YouTuber's Vent. I'm going to have some more people coming on here too. Just stay tuned, bro. Keep watching. I appreciate you for watching. Keep bossing your life up. Musa signing out.